Yo, what's going on YouTube? So I got a new setup. This is my new room. I've gotten really comfortable with it, so I've decided this is the lab. This is where all the work's going to come out. So I know I've been kind of behind with a lot of tutorials. I haven't been really active with the b-boy tutorials, but I've been into tutting. I mean, I've been into tutting because I've been teaching my nieces how to tut. You know what I mean? I have Vivian, the one I live with. You know, the video you just saw, and the video I'm going to post of Lisa, my other niece. She's 1 year older. I know she's 2 years old. She's 11, and she's like a little ninja. You know what I mean? Her tuts are very like. That's how I can explain it. She has potential. They both have potential. So so let's learn a little bit of tutting today. So if you got into the style of tutting and you realize like, yo, I really like this style. You want to continue it more. You want to explore. This is the tutorial for you. Okay, even if you want to just improve, learn different techniques. Okay, so if you just know a few combos and you don't know what to do from there, check this tutorial out. Tip number one. Tip number one when I tut or when I isolate. Let's talk about tutting. When I tut, I flip my wrist a lot. It's very handy. Just doing little things like that. Very handy. Okay? Give you some examples. You know, boom, ha, 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 ha. All I'm doing is flipping my wrists. Flipping right. I mean, maintain your angles. Sometimes I get it sloppy too, but maintain your angles. Flipping the wrists. Don't underestimate that, because if you just stay straight, start flipping the wrist, you know, you'll realize you'll open up a lot more doors than the doors you have already opened now. Next tip: when you're finger tutting or tutting, isolate your hands. You know what I mean? Instead of just doing, say the move is this. Instead of just putting both hands at a time, isolate one. Here, boom, boom, one. Kind of kills time a little bit. Also gives that a nice little isolation effect. So, for example, the original one. Or, bam, 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 bam. Do one at a time. You know what I mean? Do one at a time. Tap, tap. Instead of doing this, go one at a time. Tap, 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 tap. Kind of looks better, gives that isolation effect. Another tip: when you're tutting, start incorporating your head. You know what I mean? You're tutting here all the time. You're doing all these little crosses, and you look super awesome, which you think you do. And try something with your incorporating your head. For example, common tutting position. Talked about in a lot of my tutorials. You see a lot of finger tutters do it. Start incorporating your head. You know what I mean? Start playing around with it. Alright, so I'm going to teach you that one right now. Here, free combo, right? Here, put it under your chin, so the fingers are at the side of your ears. You're going to roll up. With your middle finger, you're going to tap, and you're going to roll up again. Hit your index finger, you should be straight, hopefully. Then you're going to bend down to this position. From here, you can sink in, you can kind of, you know, play around with that, but that's a nice little start to start incorporating your head. Say you're tutting, whatever, you're doing your thing. Boom. Something to add on. Another one. So you're tutting. Boom. Around the head. Ha. Around the head. Ha. You know, something like that. Same thing like this. Boom. Slide the head. Here. Start playing around with your head. You know what I mean? Be very animated. Next tip. Be very magical. You can trace. It'll look smooth all day. You know that. I mean, you can make up all these different types of traces and make it look very puzzly. And then you got to add the animation, the character. I call it adding the magical stuff. Alright? The jazz hands. When you're tutting, all of a sudden out of nowhere, boom. You know what I mean? Which makes it look smooth. Boom. You know, that's the magical stuff. So in between your tutting, add a little boom to go to here. Boom. You know, and start doing finger vanishes and all that stuff. So make it magical. Alright? Hopefully these tips helped you. Continue tutting. It's an amazing style. I love it. I think it's a nice little arsenal, a nice little weapon to always have. It's fun to practice. It's easy. You can teach anyone how to do it. But keep it real. Stay humble. Peace.